All right, hello, good morning, everyone. It's our intraday trades for the morning session. I'm Kelvin here, going through this session with every one of you. So what we're gonna do here is we will first look into the theoretical most active stocks, and then to see any of the stocks that fulfill our criteria. If no, then we're gonna look into something that yesterday that those stocks that they have price have a tremendous drop, and then to see any one of them actually have the price rebound. Okay, so before I start, let me go through with you guys first. And also share with you guys like tomorrow we'll be having a preview on our training course. So for any one of you who are interested, you can actually look into it. I'll be sharing of some of the simplest way for you to look into the stock market, to identify the big boys, how to follow the big boys in the stock market. And if you learn about this, you attend this 6-month training course, you can actually use this for intraday trade and also short-term trade and also mid-term trade as well. Okay, so it's all in one. Why? Because you know what the big boys are doing, then it's easier for you. You can do it in all way. Okay, whether short-term, long-term, intraday. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna look into the stocks right now, see any of it actually have the intention to push the price up higher when the market starts. Okay, so first one here, let me set up a bit. I'll just put this into one side. Then I want to look for these stocks. So before we start, we're gonna look into a bit of the stock price, the chart, how does it move the day before. So when the market starts, we're not gonna look into it anymore. So basically, when I schedule this out, because I see the market is not really that good, because majority of the stocks are going downwards, and this is something not right, because whenever we use this theoretical most active, what we are looking for is we are looking for some of the stocks that they are at the high side and they are attracting buyers, they are throwing out the shares. But in the past 1 or 2 weeks, most of the stock, the price are down. So when the price are down, so basically it doesn't fulfill a lot of our morning trade stocks. Okay, so the criteria is very important. So if you don't follow it, then you might get a lot of cut loss. So that's why it's important, not just on the criteria. So probably some of you attend this session is because you want to know about the criteria, and then you want to try to find out to how to trade. But knowing just the criteria doesn't help. Okay, you need to know the reason behind of all this price movement, especially when you're doing entry and also for the exit. If you do not have this kind of understanding, even with the criteria, if let's say there are any changes into any changes to the stocks or the transaction, if you don't see any of it, then uh you might get confused. You don't know what to do. Like for example, for a lot of people, you have learned about technical analysis, you learn about drawing the resistance line or the support line, which we don't really do it. When you don't see that, you don't know what to do. Okay, so that's why we have the training course, so allow you to go through details, understanding most of it. Is why are this stock price are being moved like this? Why are the transaction data like this? So you understand more about it. Okay, so we're just gonna look into select the stock, and then so far I don't see any of it. I did see any of it, but it's not really what we always look for. The price might not be high, so I'm going to put into my favorite list first, and then we're going to look into it later on again. So I'm looking for something that let's say majority of it is a rebound here. a lot of stocks you will see like yesterday they end at the high side, which is not a good sign. So it tells us that in the morning they'll push the price up higher, but they will not stay at the high side. So which means that after 11, then the most of the stock will start to goes down. So when you see this thing happen in the morning, when the market start, you see everything is moving up. Don't get too sometimes you don't get too excited about it. Sometimes it's just telling us that there will be a retrace. After that, they just want to push up the price to attract the buyers to come in, to keep a lot of people in the market so that they don't sell, or attract more buyers to come in so that they can sell it to them. So these kind of things happen. Okay, that's why I don't look into the charts, not the charts, sorry, I don't look into index, all those, because sometimes it's not related. Not to say not reliable, it is reliable. It is because it is showing the sign of showing that the price movement of that day. How does the price move? It is showing us what is happening actually, but it doesn't show us what will happen. So that's why we need to look into all this transaction data to know what is going to happen later on. So we know, looking at it, how the price movement is, we know that after probably 11 o'clock, then a lot of stock will start to go down lower. So we might not be executing or using the way of how we enter, like 5 seconds before the market opens and stuff like that. But what we might be doing is we'll move in probably after market. Okay, this one last week, no, Tuesday trades. Okay, final confirmation for some of this. All these are not really good. Let me just find it again, because I don't like to see any of the red sign at the sell queue. So be prepared, there might not be any of intraday trade today. So don't force yourself to trade. The first thing that you need to learn about trading, not just intraday trade, but in trading, never force yourself into a trade. If let's say there's no, then just close it, all right, and then go to enjoy our breakfast. Cool. I'm just looking for, this one is not, this one seems a bit of, oh, not really liquid for the stocks. I just add into it first. So a lot of people in the market, they always unintentionally, of course, they know that the market is not, you can't keep on trading, okay? So, but they will always want to trade. They are so addicted to trade. So every time they want to buy something, even though they got out, I wouldn't say it's because like overconfidence or anything of it, but sometimes they just want more. They thought like maybe they thought like, oh, okay, right now 5 minutes I can make this much of money. So probably like in 1 hour, 5 minutes, let's say they make like 200 ringgit, and then like 1 hour they can actually make about like 4,000 ringgit. They think like that. So that is not how you should think, because the market doesn't move that way. Doesn't mean that every minutes you have a trade for you to look into it, especially for Malaysian market. US market probably, but not up until the extent of every 1 minute. So if let's say you're able to select the stocks for every 1 minute, okay, to look into every 1 minute, basically you will have a lot of you will do a lot of multitasking. So while you're trading this, and then you will be focusing on another stocks and whether it's a good time to entry or not. So once you exit, then you look into it, then you look into another stocks. So I I wouldn't say human is not able to do that, but it is possible. But whether the market have this kind of trades coming up, that is one of the questions. Okay, so of course, when you look into how I look into the stock market, it seems like wow, it's so interesting. It just did it in a few minutes, and then he actually make a profit from it. Yes, but the it's not always like this case. Sometimes we do need to cut loss, and also there's no trade as well. That's why I don't really just look into day trade. If let's say there are opportunity for short-term trade, I'll just go for a short-term trade, or maybe for a swing trade for mid-term. So it's more like opportunity. So as a trader, we look for opportunity and not looking for profit. Okay. So if we see opportunity, then we're gonna move in. Then we're gonna see this opportunity is a short-term opportunity or a long-term or a mid-term. Okay, or just a few minutes of trades that it shows. Okay, so far I've looked into it. I think I've decided to look into this. The rest of this I'll just put it aside. Okay, so 8 more minutes to market open. Even though I selected this one, I might not. The thing is not really sure that the price is gonna able to move up higher, because it lacks of one criteria. But the intention behind right now is the same, which they are attracting buyers looking at the price movement right now. As previously they have already pushed up higher, so at this point here. And also I won't choose those stocks that they have too high of TO change. 8 cents, but of course you need to compare with how much is it. So if let's say the price is about the same, then it's about maybe 2 ringgit plus, or maybe 4 ringgit, then 3 cents or 4 cents higher is okay, because it's more expensive. And also I try to avoid this kind of exit. Let's see, where's the exit? Entitlement X. Just remove this one. The selection might be changed. Okay, we might change that because we're gonna react to the market and see how is the market, the price is gonna move. So if let's say move, it doesn't really move that well. It doesn't show that they have intention to move it up higher. Then we're just gonna stay out of it. I'm comparing both. Which one have more attracting buyers element? This one is just listed. This one has been listed for a very long time, but recently we find there's a lot of people coming back, a lot of demand actually coming back in at the bottom here. That means someone is actually supporting at this point. Support demand comes in doesn't mean that is they're gonna push the price up higher. Okay, don't get it wrong. You can be an owner, you can be a director and come in and buy at the bottom and then just leave it there for a very long time, so they don't push the price up higher. Okay, so there's a lot of people, they always misunderstood this thing. they always think like, oh, the shareholder directors are buying back, which means that the company is good, business is good. I don't know who came up with this. I find it's a bit funny. The reason is because yes, the business can be good. They are buying back so that they can get more dividend. That's part of it. Maybe one of the reason that are there are is also another reason is because they can buy back at a lower point. They can use a lot of corporate action with the amount of shareholdings in their hand, do a lot of things with it. So it's not just necessarily the market is good and then I mean the business is good or what. Even though if let's say the business is good, if let's say it's working well, okay, it's none of us for us as an investor to invest in the stock market, especially for short term, okay, you won't get much from it unless you're a substantial shareholder. They are doing good business wise, because up until the end of the day, we will just be taking the dividend if let's say they declare at the end of the session or the end of the financial year. So in between the financial year, whether they want to push up the price, they want to create more demand in the market for funds or maybe other people to demand for the price to push the stock price higher, increase the valuation so that they can use it for acquisition and all this thing, okay, then it's up to the boss, okay, it's not up to us. So they can do a good business, but the stock price might not be moving, okay, that will be the case, right? So we have 3 minutes to market open. Let's see. 5 opening price at 1.7 here. That's quite a high jump. For this one, but for this 8 cents, it's not so high because it's 4 ringgit plus. So we have to make the decision right now. So tell me, which one should I look for? This one, the A or the D? Okay. Right, remember to give us a like and also share this out for your friends or to those whoever are interested to look into the stock market and find out how the trade is like, okay, about intraday trade. I can't decide at the moment. If let's say really want to stick to the plan, I'm going to go for the right one, okay, this one here. But there's a 5 cents of price up. That's a bit out of. Okay, looking at overall the price movement, this one have more intention of people coming back into it and then pushing the price up higher. This one have lesser. Definitely they are attracting buyers. So right now the price will move up like 5 cents for the TO price. I think high chances that they will press it back down lower. So I'm going for the 4 ringgit one. Okay. So what you should do if let's say you want to practice this, go for paper trade, because once you enter into it and there's a lot of changes, everything need to be fast. Once we need to get out, we need to get out fast. All right. So right now the best buy price is 4.4. So I'm gonna usually I will just key in the order at 4.41. Someone just put it 4.5. And just put at 4.5. Okay. But you don't key in, though you don't send in the order right now. You send in imagine it, you send in at maybe 55 seconds, 5 seconds before that. Why? Because we want to see anyone withdraw all this transaction here. Okay, 5 seconds before the market open. So right now 4.45 market start. 4.23 is the theoretical opening price. say we move in at 428. So I need the quote movement. I'm gonna check on the quote movement. So we need to pay attention. So 423 just now. So right now the price already moved up to 425, 425, 426, and 424, 426 is showdown because just now there's no queuing at 425. So 427 at best buy queue right now. We're gonna check any of it. They have any sign that they want to throw it back down lower. Okay, 428 they don't refill back. Okay, so 426 there's 1,000 lot there, so that I don't really like this kind of price movement because it's like showing the sign that they have. Okay, sell at 426. All right, 3 cents of profit. Okay, 3 cents of profit. Why I say that just now is because at 426 just now they have huge buy queue about like 1,000 lots. If you have noticed, you can just play back and see there are 1,000 lots over there. So it's a very odd one. There's such a huge sell a buy queue at that point. Is just like acting like oh, look at this is a support. So if you can buy somewhere above this area, or maybe queue at this area to attract the retailers to come in to actually buy at that point. So that's why I'll just say like, okay, just get out from it. Okay, so that was fast. All right, so within 1 minute 3 cents of profit, then it's fine. So although right now the price has really moved back up to 427, it's fine. Okay, so 1 minute 3 cents move in at 40 lots, 120 minutes. That's fine. Okay, that's good. So you can see the price is wandering around at 427 and 426. Okay, so that's why I say you have to do a paper trade. All right, so you get used to this kind of transaction of all this price movement. That's why when I say it, you might just like, I didn't see any of it. Okay, so that's why you have to play back what I say, like 1,000 lot queuing at 426. This kind of things is like attracting buyers. So you need to be quite sensitive to the price movement, in not just in this point where the volume done, transaction done, is also you need to look into the buy sell queue above me. All right, so that's why you need practice into this. Okay, that's why I say don't follow this. Okay, this is just sharing to you guys. I just want to share it to you guys to see like day trading, how is it like. So yeah, okay, so if let's say in actual trading, so usually what we'll do is that we have the sell order, this sell panel over here, get ready until the confirmation, keep on changing the price at what price level. So if let's say, right, we will just straight away throw it down. Usually what we will do is that we just set this option over here. When we sell, we straight away sell at the best buy price. We don't queue. Okay, and also another reason is that's why I ask you, don't try this at home yet. Okay, so because there's too much of price movement. So if you don't get it and also key in the order and all this stuff, you might just lose. You have difficult time to get used to it, because you might just want to, you know, queue at a higher point and then wait for it to take. No, okay, when it comes to day trading, we just, once we see it, then we need to sell. Okay, then we need to sell. If you don't sell, then you won't get it. All right, okay, so I think that's about it here today. A bit quite fast over here. Okay, although we cannot get the best one here, which currently the price is at 432, 431. Doesn't matter, don't look back into it. All right, so that was 4 minutes. So right now 432, so about 10 cents, 400. It's okay. So at least we have nasi lemak with ayam goreng. We can have nasi lemak with ayam goreng this morning. Okay, so yeah, so that's here. Price up 432. Since we are here, I've already exited, so we're gonna look into the transaction and see what kind of transaction, it will shows that they will have start to goes down lower. Okay, so we can see that's 431 here. They have a buy queue of 508. So they are slowly taking this 432, which I don't really like it. So it is slowing down. The pace is slowing. 432 they have been taking at this point, and then refill back, and then taking again. So let's see. There's a gap over here, 4.33, 4.34. Okay, it's refill back to the gap. So they are right now throwing down. So they are going too slow, like taking sell side, taking one by one, a bit by bit, every 1 or 2 seconds. So whenever you see this, it's not a good sign. Okay, it's not a good sign. Remember, if you have joined us earlier, you know that when they have the intention to push the price out higher, they clear off everything at one price immediately. Okay, and what we see here is that 434 is having a ding dong here, jumping around sell side and the buy side, so it's not a good thing. Okay, so the price might start to just throw it down lower. Okay, all right, so this is one of the practice also. Whenever you exited too early and then you're seeing all the stock price are moving up higher, then you feel like they're kind of, I miss out this kind of opportunity. Probably looking at it, we miss out like about almost 9 ticks of profit. Okay, you like think like, oh my god, the 9 ticks of profit. Then you start to think like, oh, maybe I should enter back in. No, okay. So you already have the profit. Don't ever think of like moving in or whatever that you have missed out, because that doesn't belong to you. What you have in the pocket right now is those that you have already taken a profit. Okay, so don't look back in anger, or don't look back in, all these things that you miss out or doesn't belongs to you. Okay, unless you're having the opening trades, then yeah. Okay, so looking at it, I think this is the peak of it for the stocks. Okay, so that's it here for the trade side. Okay, overall, any questions here you want to ask? Okay, so you can see 430 right now is going down. Let me check. Let's see, Facebook side, any questions? No comments coming in. Give us a like, or give us a, there's a star button you can actually send in, and then give us a star. For Facebook side, you can do that. Let me see, what's YouTube? My YouTube site. Okay, give us a like also. Okay, that will be very helpful to every one of us, to us. Okay, it will motivate us to do more if you like this session. If let's say there's no like, I think I'm just gonna stop doing this, because we don't see any of people coming into it. Okay, all right, so let me share with you, tomorrow we will be having a live stream again at 8:30 p.m. sharing about our operator analysis, how we can use a simple way to identify the big boys' intention, whether they have the intention to move the price up higher and go for a midterm swing, short-term trade. So the simple way for you to make profit from the stock market. Okay, so that is something that I want to share to you guys, and you don't want to miss it. Okay, at 8:30, so you can look into our Facebook page to find out the upcoming event. All right, so right now the price has moved back to 426. Like I say, 43 something is the peak, so right now it's back down. So not able to maximize it, but we're still able to make the profit from it, so which is good. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and remember to give us a like, and I'm gonna see you guys again tomorrow in our next our live stream. Okay, for our training course preview. Thank you very much. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.